Okay, so I'm going to spend a little time talking about what's going on, because like it really kind of, it's evolving. It's like a little bit of evolution, because I'm not in that network, okay? I am not in that network. I have a common sense brain. I've lived a wonderful life with what I have. I love my job. I love my family. I'm okay with my life. Like, I loved my life. But something happened in the years at the studio where things shifted. Meaning, I generally, in all situations, could experience myself in freedom. Okay? But there was something in the fake news media that was jolted and a rising up of. Meaning demons entered into the space back then. During that time, I was going through Landmark, which was a self and professional developmental program, and I couldn't figure out why people didn't want empowerment for themselves. Right? Like, I reached out to hundreds of people trying to get them to see the opportunities in front of them for their own empowerment of getting freedom, and it was only $700. The advancement into that is I met Gary Vaynerchuk at that time. Me and my partner, my business partner, didn't get along, which was really ridiculous, and I couldn't understand why people weren't interested in empowering themselves, and they were only interested in stealing ideas. It's the first time I was ever introduced to the Vandy clan. Moving forward, moving to Virginia, I noticed a shift. Oh, I noticed a shift, actually. I thought of this yesterday. I noticed a shift when my business partner's father was exploited and taken out of office. An honorable man who protected the city of Colorado Springs. However, they pretended that he was a predator because he knew things about the government system, and anybody who tried to fight against the Obama regime and the media and the corruption, they took out. And so it became really unbearable and depressing to live in Colorado Springs. However, that's when I met Seth and all that literature. So I read a lot of literature and books. Like nonstop, every weekend. I'd work Monday through Friday, and then I'd spend all weekend. I read a book a weekend. And then Seth came to me in a dream, and then I channeled for the first time and some other things. I wasn't practicing yoga at that time, but I was still working out. So I'd go to the gym, I'd get my workout in, I'd come home, I'd smoke weed. No, I would read my books, and then I would smoke weed. And that's where Coldplay would come over to the house. I don't care if you came over to the house, you were nice, it was fun. And I loved you. I loved you then, I still love you, whatever. Anyway. There was this one night where my friend was like, I want my spirit guides to come over to your house. I'm like, no, I'm high. No, I didn't say that. I didn't tell her I was high, but I was like, no, that is not going to happen now. No, you don't do it. No, absolutely not. And I'm like, under the blanket, like, oh, I'm scared. Oh, we're talking like logics here, though. I mean, not logic. That's logical, but this is like, we're talking like your world facts. Okay, so then I moved. I said, like, okay, I'm going to sell the house. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go try living in Virginia Beach. The Edgar Cayce Center is there. I'm going to evolve my spirituality. It's going to be awesome, blah, blah, blah. I can't be bad. I got my dad there, whatever. As soon as I get there, everything's against me. I couldn't get my license. I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with people? Like the apartment I'm in like in a demonic state of BLM. So don't think that I haven't been in every situation that's going on in the news. Toxic people, all pretending to be all sophisticated and crap. And I'm like, what is your problem? They stole money from me constantly. Everywhere I went, people was stealing money from me, meaning I'm not getting the service that I want here in this apartment. However, I'm supposed to pay them to get out of my lease. It's like constantly being attacked and nobody was helping. Went around and was abused by a society of more Vandy Clan members. Then there was the sex trafficking bullcrap I ran into, and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is going on here? All political, by the way. The state of Virginia at that time, and it still is, I believe, now they voted a Republican in. I forget if you're a senator. I don't know if you're a senator, if you're a representative. It doesn't matter. It was Democrat back then. Colorado is Democrat. Amongst that time frame, celebrities like Taylor made that CD that's really depressing. It's like dark. The lights in the world went out already. Trying to get rid of Trump, they then invite COVID into the world space. So you really want to take a look at the CIA and how they truly operate, which we're probably going to read some of this today. So the celebrities were basically chained at the throat, meaning if they performed in a movie, they had to have permission. If they performed a song, it had to be a song that was alongside of the Black Lives Matter movement, which is all a facade. They were trying to bring the uprising of the poor people, which is the bad version of Marxism, by the way. Claiming that, like, Jon Stewart, who's a psychopath, and then you're literally sitting in the audience cheering it on. And I'm thinking to myself, are you kidding me here? Are you kidding me here? However, we're busy trying to do our thing and work our lives, trusting in our government to take care of us, because that's what we pay taxes for. However, celebrities, if they were to reach out and try to ask for help or get help, you end up like Kesha, or you end up like George Michael, or Whitney Houston, because there's the Illuminati effect, meaning in order for you to be famous, you must get shampoo up your behind in abusive ways to get them off. Because once you get a certain, in their world, because they have no stability in the evolution of what it's like to be famous, like they don't really realize the be of service aspect of anything that they're up to, y'all. Nor have they done any work around the evolution of themselves to become comfortable in being themselves, because everything they do is for the brand that they created. And so you'll see Travis Barker shy away all the time. You'll see Gary Vaynerchuk acting that way all the time because that's his brand. So they saw a pathway to control them by making them go into relationships, to keep them quiet, to make the women stay quiet, because nobody wanted to marry Blake Lively. Nobody wanted to marry Blake Lively. Nobody wanted to marry Demi Moore. Nobody wanted to marry Mila Kunis. Nobody wants to marry them. Nobody wants to be with them. So instead they created business contracts that make them. If you want to stay in business, you must marry that. And you're going to have so many children, and you're watching it with Travis, and they're trying to have a kid. Not because they want a kid and they were in love. It's because it's the contract. So they're literally not sleeping together, but they're going in a, she's like a surrogate. She's a damn surrogate. They're all surrogates, y'all. That's why Blake Lively came up pregnant for a third time, because Ryan Reynolds gave the sperm. They didn't sleep together. He can't stand her. So you really want to get how they're kind of guiding you in misrepresentations of relationships. They have lack of awareness on how to even handle that, because that is some like this demons entering into the space, because money is the root to all evil. However, they're running around occurring as if they're creating positivity. But you want to see that it's a blanket over the reality of what's really going on. You're going to tell me that the #1 movie at this time is a horror movie at the holidays. So the normal, like, and you could call it Leave It to Beaver if you know who Leave It to Beaver is. Yes, please, I'll take Leave It to Beaver. I am ready for Leave It to Beaver to come back, because y'all don't really get what freedom of speech is. You do not get what equality means. You do not understand what being a celebrity is. You do not understand what philanthropy work is. This is what happens when you have leadership. That's the Taliban. Literally questions from O'Reilly. I wanted to call you Dr. O'Reilly. To Obama. And I literally can analyze any conversation with that man and let you know. And you can see that when I'm talking to you, I barely move my hands. He literally is like this, and he's taught all of the CNN reporters and all those bull crappers how to speak to you, to get you to hear the words that are coming out of his mouth and make them occur a certain way so he looks like the hero and he always wins. Backpedaling, meaning if you come at him, he says a word like attack, saying that Bill O'Reilly is attacking him, and that's what you as a CIA frequency are on. Meaning Bill O'Reilly never has a chance in a conversation with anyone unless you're in the really awake spiritual center of humanity matters. However, the woke culture is only you matter. And that's the message that Obama is constantly protruding upon us all. He's convinced you that he believes that if you work hard, you get rewarded. However, the truth is, if you work for him hard, then you get rewarded with cash. You want to get that the Gary Vaynerchuk is the entrepreneur of the century because of me. Because of me. He literally almost lost his business during COVID. And because of me, it is thriving more than it ever has in his life. However, they forced him to hook up with that thing. And y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all still have not said nothing. You have acted like my page is the epitome of the bad stuff when it is the epitome of showing you the truth. However, you don't want to do the work behind what it actually takes to be an entrepreneur, which is the dumbest word in history. Entrepreneur means be of service. You don't get what entrepreneur even means. You don't understand what it means to be a doctor anymore, or you never really did, but you at least did your jobs. You don't understand what it means to be a dental hygienist. You do not give a shit about anybody else but yourself. You don't give a shit about nobody. You don't give a shit about your kids. I literally go onto your page and tell you you're abusing your kid. You make me wrong for it when you're the one abusing them. And then you come up with reasons behind why I'm the bad guy and why you're the good mom, which then paints the narrative on the freaking lie. And that's across the board for every business out there. That is across the board for every news station out there. You all dealing with demons and you're enjoying the ride. What are you doing to get Trump back in office? To uncover the fact that people were either brainwashed into voting or the voting was a complete fraud. I literally sat at the voting registration booth to ensure that I chose the right box for like an extra minute. Because I could already feel the blue stepping into my space to try to get me to vote for the other one. I said, is this right? Is this right? Is this right? This is right. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look. What does that dumbass say, Kamala? Democracy has prevailed. Okay, their version of democracy, which is not democracy, it's a dictatorship. How can you literally sit there and tell me that you're okay with this government system when you literally are hearing in every single song that's being put out, in comparison to the 80s, horror. We're in horror land right now. We are in horror land, and you're literally playing the game still. It's like a continuous game playing, Gary Vaynerchuk. Like you made all these fucking laws up, but they're fucking stupid. You literally brought a CIA agent into your show to battle him, to see and fuel your ego. Every single day, it's the same nonsense over and over and over and over and over again of pointing fingers at somebody else when you should be focusing on yourself, then your family, then your community, and then the world. I would like to recall some of these retired people to come back to assist us in getting this crap taken care of, because my generation, y'all are dumb as fuck. Y'all are selfish, you're dumb as fuck, and you're fucking fake as shit. I'm going to tell you right now, the blue means Holocaust. Blue means Holocaust, y'all. You're literally killing yourselves right now. You are killing yourselves. You are allowing the Gestapo, which is Mona. Mona Vand is a Gestapo hidden in a dress. You do get that she tries to do mind fuck all over you when you go to any event while she's there. And then you egotistically try to battle it instead of handling the shit in the moment it needs to be fucking handled by slapping her fucking ugly face with your fucking fist. Because that's what she fucking deserves. Literally causing trouble and turmoil in another country that she claims to be her homeland. And that's your citizen of what? Not sure, because she's a lying sack of shit who's gone to Turkey, who's gone to Canada, who's gone all over the globe with my man, while he stands on her side and kisses her on the fucking face. And then he just smiles, looking like shit, honestly. Oh, white flag, white flag, white flag. Yet still here we are. Same shit, different day. You not doing anything but posting some bullshit shit as our children walk up to you on a daily saying, I don't know what I want to do with my life. Yeah, I know you don't. Because these fuckfaces, the CIA, haven't told you quite yet. Divergent. We're creating divergent children.